So it's out there now. That fourth-round compensatory pick in 2026 might belong to the Miami Dolphins. Or maybe it won't. And honestly, isn't that just how it goes with this team lately? Always stuck in a maybe. Nothing written in ink. Always hovering somewhere between a good deal and an almost. The trigger? Jevon Holland. Gone. Signed and sealed. And not with us. The guy's off to the Giants on a contract fat enough to set off alarms at Over the Cap, who are practically carving that comp pick into stone. But then comes NFL.com, acting like none of it's guaranteed. Like we should just forget about getting anything back. Shrug it off. Move on. But hold on. Let's not move too fast. The whole compensatory pick game. It's not just about losing a player. It's not even about the name on the jersey. It's about numbers, about formulas hidden behind closed league doors. Salary, awards, snaps played, the weird balance between what you gave up and what you pulled in. And if you think it's clear-cut, think again. It never is. Especially not with the Dolphins. This offseason, the Dolphins brought in a dozen unrestricted free agents. You'd think that kind of number would swing the scale, right? But nah. Only 4 of those guys even sniffed the line, where they might qualify as compensatory free agents. James Daniels, Zach Wilson, Nick Westbrook-Ikine, Ifeatu Melifonwu. That's it. Just 4. And even then, it's shaky. Westbrook-Ikine and Melifonwu, they're borderline, hovering around that $3 million threshold, right where things get fuzzy. Are they in or out? Do they count or not? Depends who you ask. Depends when you ask. Because the truth? It won't really matter until the 2025 season is over and the numbers are cold and final. That's how this system plays. You don't get to know now. You just sit with the uncertainty and hope. Then there's Ogba. Emmanuel Ogba. Another one gone. Jacksonville. A 1-year deal for $3.25 million. Just enough to stir the pot. Just enough to maybe, push the needle. That deal. It could be the one that flips the whole comp pick equation back in Miami's favor. Or it could just fade into the mess. And that's not even the end of it. There's also Calais Campbell. Robert Jones. More names in the out column. More weight on the loss side of the scale. So is it really a net loss? Or does the team cancel out its own losses with average signings that barely meet the mark? And where does Jevon Holland really fit in all this? He was more than just another name. He was the kind of presence you build a defense around. The kind of guy who turns a 3rd down into 4th and out. You don't lose someone like that and just nod your head. The locker room feels it. The fans feel it. And that 4th-round pick, if it comes, it won't fix that. But maybe it softens the sting. Just a little. But what if we're wrong? What if Westbrook-Ikine doesn't play enough? What if Melifonwu doesn't even make the full roster? What if the numbers get crunched and Holland's deal somehow doesn't meet the cutoff? Don't laugh. It's happened before. The league's math isn't your math. They twist it. They bury the lead. You think you've got it all figured out, and then March comes around and the list drops. And your team? Nowhere. And don't think this is just about 1 year. This ripples. If Anthony Weaver, Miami's defensive coordinator, gets a head coaching gig next offseason, boom. 2 more 3rd-round picks land in the Dolphins' lap. 1 in 2026. 1 in 2027. Coaching compensatory picks. That's part of the game now. And that possibility? That's a real one. Weaver's name is already getting traction. People are watching him. That's the wild card nobody talks about enough. Because it's not just about what we've lost. It's also about what other teams might want from us. And if they want our coaches, then we cash in, too. It's a different kind of loss. One you can almost feel proud about. But it still messes with your plans. Still shifts your draft strategy. Still makes you rethink everything. Remember 2025? The Dolphins walked away with 3 compensatory picks. 3rd, 4th, 7th. And how did they use them? Aggressively. That 3rd and 4th? They didn't just sit on them. They moved. They traded up. Grabbed Jonah Savaiania. Solid. A move that says they're not here to wait around. And that 7th. DT Zeke Biggers. A flyer pick. Low risk. But still a piece. That kind of draft behavior says something. It says Miami's trying to play smart, trying to extract every last drop of value from what the league gives them. No handouts, just cold strategy. But that strategy only works if the picks come, if the formula leans their way. Back in 2020, they got 2 compensatory picks, 4th and 7th. That 4th, it became Solomon Kindley after a trade-up, and the 7th flipped to Seattle, then moved again, eventually became tight end Adam Shaheen. The trail gets messy, but it all starts the same way. A compensatory pick lands, and the Dolphins start wheeling.